When did your love of making bangers begin?
I'd say around 18, about 17, 18. It was back when I was actually studying music production. I fell in love with like Afrojack, Chucky,
Yeah.
Avicii, all those guys.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, since then I just really got into it and just studied at a music production course called SAE. And that was it.
And so were you going out and partying at that time when you first got interested in it, or was it even before that stage?
I was doing a few house parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, when you're 16, 17, you just go on a house
So
parties.
were you already DJing, or were you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I started DJing 15. I fell in love with it. I did a whole bunch of sports in school, soccer, basketball, taekwondo. Didn't really know where I wanted to go in school and after school. And I fell in love with DJing and the whole art of mixing two tracks together and getting creative like that.
Yeah. Do you remember your first set when you were a kid?
Yeah. So my first set was actually up the road. It was at a mate's house party. It was like a 16th and there was like 30 of us, and, just get there, set up the decks.
Yeah.
And there was nothing formal or anything crazy about it. It was just, but to me, it was like playing in front of 50,000 people.
Yeah.
And after like 5 hours of that, I was wrecked, but I loved it, bro. It was so much fun.
Did you get the rush even that first night, just playing to like 30 of your friends?
Yeah, of course. Because it's like you're taking requests, you're having a good time, you're having a few drinks, and it's like...
You're like, I'm the man.
Yeah, kind of, in a way. It's like I'm responsible for these guys having a good time. So I get to choose the tracks and I get to just be at the party as well. So yeah, it was good. Star Bar. It was an R&B joint. My mate Wells ran it, and yeah, I'd be still in school and doing, at school during the week, and on the weekends I'd be out to an 18+ event. Just
so you couldn't even be in the club yet, but you'd be
nah.
DJing.
Every time the cops came in, I'd have to hide around the curtains and like get someone else to play instead of me, just for a few minutes until they'd stop and walk out, and then I'd come back and
That's so good. You had like stuntmen.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
How did you take it further from there? Like, is there much of a clear path for what you need to do next, or did you just sort of, you knew that was your passion?
Yeah.
You started to play more and more parties.
Yeah, man. It was just like, after that, it was like, okay, practice every day after school. Even through school, I'd have my laptop at school, and instead of everyone else studying on science or maths or whatever it was, I'd be making mixes.
Yeah.
And just learning
that's all you really wanted to do. Like, you had other stuff that you had to do, but you'd always be thinking like, man, I just want to make some tracks right now.
I
mix some stuff.
Did not do well at school at all. And that's because I put my time into the music, but I just loved it, bro. And that was everything for me. So
what did your parents say about it at the time?
They were like, yeah, this is a good hobby, but you need to get a serious job.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was working for the family business since I was 13. So my grandfather came here, hardly any money in his pocket, started the business, raised the family. And from there, I worked from the family business since I was 13 and up until about 17, 18. And then the DJing got really serious. I started getting more opportunities, and that's where I was like, okay, I got to pick a side here.
And was that tough for your family, for you to choose to go that route and follow your passion and not follow the tradition or the path that was laid out for you?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I had to think about it, but I just went with my gut, bro. It was just, this is what I really want to do. And if I fail at this, then I can always go back to the family business. It kind of was a safety net, but at the same time, I was trying to not think of it like that and just think of it in a way of, it's all in or nothing. And it's like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.